like the corny, like, 50-50 corny. I mean like the one that will like send you paragraphs. The men who will really take care of you, who will think about things you would have never thought about, and will marry you, are not. They're the corny guys.
And where I'm from, it's really hard to not talk to somebody that's not in the streets, from the streets, or at least been up in the streets.
Black women will say we want a corporate thug. Realize that a corporate thug doesn't exist.
A womanizer and a baby daddy. She chose that.
Welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get on my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get into this.
If there's one piece of advice I can give you regarding dealing with men, it is this one thing. Because like I was just looking at my camera roll and oh my God, the story that I have for you. But the one thing that you for sure like should not tolerate from any man is something that I feel like we've been conditioned to tolerate since we were children, since we were little girls. And that thing is to tolerate their joking and not call them out on their joking. Joking has been used by men as a form to humble women since the beginning of time. And one thing that I feel like everyone should practice, man or woman, is pattern recognition. Pattern recognition is crucial. And what you start realizing is that when you just pass off like what a man is saying as something joking, and they'll even say themselves like, oh, you're being too serious, I was just joking with you, it's not that big of a deal, you start to realize, and if you look back, hindsight is 2020, you start to realize that they were quote unquote joking about, that's really how they felt. Or like the pranks and stuff. Like one of my exes used to do a lot of pranks on me. I literally have a video on my phone of him. He literally recorded it. He took ice water, like literally a bowl with a ton of ice cubes in it, and dumped it on my head when I was taking a shower. Like I literally have a video of this. And he thought it was funny. Like he literally thought it was funny. He thought it was hilarious. He had recorded me throwing up. One night I went out with a group of girls and I got really sick. When I came back home, and he literally recorded me over the toilet puking, like looking a mess. I had that. And the thing about it, he would send it to me. Like he would literally send it to me and thought it was the funniest thing. And
Well, you shouldn't be going outside and coming back home looking drunk with your friends. Who knows what you were doing outside, right? Who knows what guys you were entertaining? And then throwing ice water. Look, I've never done that before. It's kind of disrespectful. You should have checked it. You should have checked it. He should have known you can't joke with me like that, right? You were too nice. That's on you. Now, yes, comedians joke on women all the time, and it's that serious. It is used that way sometimes. Sometimes guys will do it, and it will be dead serious, and it's probably because they don't like you, and that's probably what you're going to say. He didn't like me, but probably not. And that's probably not the case. And then also, why did you accept it?
at the time, I was too stupid to even understand or realize that this man fucking hated me. He hated me. I honestly even like, this may be a reach, but one time, and this was early in our relationship too, he took us out for jet skis, and I swear to God, he purposely like cut the corner of the jet ski super hard so that way I would like fall off of it. Like me knowing what I know now about men and me just like taking in his character as a person, he did that on purpose. He did that purpose because he thought it was funny when I fell in the water. He thought it was hilarious. He was like, oh my God, like you were just like floating there and like looking for the jet ski, and it's like, what? Yeah, men joking with me or pranking me or anything like that, that I have zero tolerance for. Like, you need to check their asses when they try to joke with.
Yeah, she will be the kind of woman you don't get with. You don't get with a woman that can't joke, right? That's too serious. Probably why she doesn't have a man now.
That corny niggas are it. Like, I don't mean like the corny, like, 50-50 corny. I mean like the one that will like send you paragraphs about whatever, or something really funny. Like guys who are hyper fixated on really interesting stuff, or like compliment you in a really corny but cute way. Because let me tell you guys something, right? That Nigerian man will not save you. Okay? That Nigerian man will not save you. The men who will really take care of you, who will think about things you would have never thought about, are and will marry you, are not there. The corny guys. That Nigerian man will not save you. That Nigerian man will not save you. That Nigerian man will not save you. Remember that.
Of course they won't. Like the man who's the one you really want is not gonna save you. And you know she said save you. How old are you? How old are you? Tell me. I'm here, you can whisper it to me. 33.
Over 27, unmarried, female. What do you call this lady? 剩女, which means leftover women.
Yes. That's when they come to their senses. They deal with the guys they like, the guys they desire, who kick them to the curb every time, and then come running around to Captain Save. And sometimes they get them. Sometimes that man takes heed to their calls. Hey, big head. Remember the Kevin said, hey, big head. Epiphany stage. And who's the most infamous of the hey, big head? The independent, child having, not all of them, but most of them, black woman.
When a man told me, and I'm actually happy that he had the balls to tell me this, because he said verbatim, first time that me and you do anything, I'm going to get you pregnant. I have to leave a seed up in the world because I know that this out here that want me dead because of the I did, or I'm finna go to prison. And where I'm from, it's really hard to not talk to somebody that's not in the streets, from the streets, or at least been up in the streets. But I really had to break away from dating men like that, because I started to understand that a lot of them, they treat the women in their lives the way that they do. They trying to have fun and shit like that, because they know that they probably not going to be walking around free for much longer. Or they might not be walking around, period, for much longer. And that's why I try to get a lot of girls to understand, if you want to just have fun, you want to do your thing, use protection, make sure you want some type of birth control or something, and, have fun, do your thing. But, bitch, if you know that you want to be up in a serious relationship, if you know that you not on none of that type of timing, stop romanticizing hood men, because a lot of women do that. Sometimes y'all just be wanting to date somebody from the streets, not even because you're around men like that and because you genuinely like them. It's because you're chasing the aesthetic. Now, when that aesthetic around and get your ass pregnant, you're going to be looking stupid. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just trying to let you know.
Now, I heard what she said. I heard her loud and clear. But most don't. Why? I got a video for you guys. It shows a number. The number was in like the high 50 percentile. Like they have multiple children by like different men. Yeah. 50, around 50 something percent. Let me see what that number is. Damn! It said 59%. 59% of black women have multiple baby daddies. That is a problem. It's an issue. And it's not with most black men, right? They're having babies by these same pookies because that's what they do. Oh, I'm going to put a baby in you. I'll put a baby in you because I don't know if I'm going to die. They ain't dying. Some dudes ain't they go to jail, they come right back home, put another baby in, go to jail again, come right back home, put another baby in. Or she moved on to the next guy, to the next pookie. It's wild. Congrats to you for not being a baby maker for another Glocklufficus, right? Glocklufficus with the Glock 30. Congrats on you.
Why is it that Black women will say we want a corporate thug? Do we not realize that a corporate thug doesn't exist? Why is it that a good man is considered corny or a nerd? Do we not understand that those are the men that we want in our lives? Because the corny man is going to be there for his family. He's going to take care of his children. The corny man is going to make sure that he remembers your birthday, your anniversary, or the day that you met. The corny man will surprise you with flowers from time to time. The corny man is going to be down with you through thick and thin and when things get rough. The nerd is usually the man with the high income. He's usually intelligent and he's going to think things through before he makes a move. The nerd is usually the man who is calculating his next move to ensure the best outcome for his family and his situation. But we don't want that. We want drama.
Sure do. Most of you want drama. Want the guy who gets at how he lives. And where does that lead? Your baby looking at him through a plexiglass. And then they realize this when they're older. Even her, whatever her name is, I'm not trying to but I gotta call her out. Right? Were you doing this 10 years ago? I doubt it. What were you doing 10 years ago, Val Talks? Same thing. You hit that epiphany stage too. This other girl, she seems kind of young. What's her name? Courtney? The big girl, chubby girl? She caught it. She said, no, I'm not going to be a baby maker for you. Bye, Pookie. And maybe she didn't get pregnant by Pookie, but yes, it's wild. 59% wild. And they wonder why Black men are leaving. Because they have to.
What's done is done.
Who comes first in a woman's life? Dad, husband, baby daddy, or son?
Son? I want baby daddy. Son? I would hope your son.
Yes,
I would hope your
son.
child. Yeah.
Okay.
First is your dad, then you get husband, then once you have the son, it's the son.
That takes precedence. Yeah.
And the other stuff is out.
Yeah. Like that's the life order.
Yeah.
Song number 2 is
Once
husband.
you have that son, it's
Mhm.
Yeah. Depending on where you are in life.
Baby mamas. Both of them. Both of them are baby mamas. They have to be. What do you mean your son is first? Your husband's supposed to be first. It's unmarried in America. This is why. Your husband is your number one. Your husband is who you depend on. Your husband's who you rely on. That's why I left. What do you mean your son? Could you imagine a lady telling me she's going to put together, because when you get a wife, you want to be the first one. She has her first baby with you, right? That's what guys want. So imagine that. And I made him and you're putting him first. I'm going to stay around for that. I made this little guy and you're going to put him first, or your daddy. A lot of them probably say daddy second, right? My dad, who's not in the house, who probably wasn't in your life. Actually, they wouldn't say daddy because he's not there.
Make it make sense.
Am I the only one that finds it really, really weird when dark-skinned men don't date dark-skinned women? Or to be fair, when any race don't date their own race, I find it really weird. And I don't mean like, oh, I'm open to black people, but my man is white. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about I'm black and I will die before I go for a black person. Did your mommy used to beat you? Your mommy beat you, didn't she?
But no, that's not the case. I just showed your 59% have kids. So if a man is going to get a black woman, a lot of times you can still find someone who's single and most likely has no kids. But it's a long shot because 59% have with multiple stats are in, with multiple baby daddies. What am I going to do? Go get with a woman that has a kid? Right? What's the chances? Like you meet a woman in the streets, she doesn't bring her kids with her in the streets. Just like the two women that was sitting down and did an interview with that man. They probably have kids. So I'm supposed to settle for that. I don't think she really understands what's going on. And I don't think she understands the attitudes that are happening. Let me let her think she's cooking.
Mommy and your daddy, they beat you, didn't they? That's why. This is self-hatred. They bullied you in school for your big lips. Because I don't understand it. It's coming from a place of hatred. How can you hate yourself so much? There's certain men that will be like, they will be dark skinned or even darker than me. God, take it easy, chill. Darker than me, darker than my top, darker than outside at 10 past midnight. But they will be saying, dark-skinned women are too aggressive and too black and too angry for me. That's
about right. That's about right.
Yeah. Last time I saw your mom, she was dark-skinned. Is she too aggressive for you? Okay. All right.
I have no clue. Have no clue what's going on outside of her box. And it's an issue. It really is. You can tell. But actually, she did this. You already know why they did do it. Just for TikTok, just to make some money, just to have something to talk about. That's really it. Because you didn't even think about what a lot of guys are going through. Now, there are some guys, I'll be honest. There are some guys, you're somewhat right. There are some guys that feel because you're black. I don't feel that way. I'm just saying from my standpoint, but my standpoint, it's most men's standpoint. That's the crazy thing. And that's the issue.
From when you graduated to now.
You graduate, yeah, you walk out, then you say, boy, I'm in the big boy world. So everyone's applying for jobs. Some people are doing masters. You're just sitting there. You know when your mom says, go and clean your room, and you just sit there, you just marinate. That's how it feels like. Just marinating. Just marinating. Just even the job you're doing, this is not even the job I even went for uni for.
Exactly.
Just marinating for what? Marinate. You don't even put me on the pan once. What is this?
Yeah. What she's saying ooh, is vicious. Right? What she's saying is vicious because that was my problem. I felt it. Like, I didn't go to college. And from what I know and how I know how to get it nowadays, you don't need college to become successful. I repeat, even more than before. You didn't need it when I was 18 because I got out of high school. I worked at Radio Shack, and then right after that, I went to Cablevision, worked for a chemical company. I saw people coming out of college getting degrees, and they were 4 years behind me with making money because I was already doing it for 4 years. Right? You understand what I'm saying? Same thing she said. You get out and you don't even get a degree with what you went in for. But it's different if you're going for something like STEM, things like that, or even if you go become a plumber. Actually, they're getting better trades in prison. They are. They teaching them how to that's sad. They teaching them how to be a plumber. They have programs on how to what do you call it? How to make things, right? I forgot what that's called, but still, you get better trade skills in prison than going to a college. That's, man, aren't we living in the Matrix? That's crazy.
Irene.
Where are you from?
Spain.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
19. Currently, are you single or you're in a relationship?
I'm single.
How long have you been?
A year, more or less.
What is your type of guy?
As long as he makes me laugh.
Okay.
I think, and he's respectful.
Yeah.
Has culture and he's intelligent.
Yeah.
I think that's enough for me.
That is enough. You're 19 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever traveled out of the continent of Europe?
No, I haven't.
In the future, would you love to visit Africa?
Oh yeah, I would like to.
Okay, can you name 5 countries in Africa?
Okay, Senegal.
1.
Well, I know the names in Spanish.
Okay, say it in Spanish.
Guinea Equatorial.
2.
South Africa.
3.
Morocco.
4.
And Egypt.
5. So, which country would you love to visit in the future?
In the whole world?
In
or
Africa,
in Africa?
yeah.
Okay. I would like to visit Senegal.
Are you?
I don't know, just I recently learned this thing that the women use there, the thing for the waist.
Yeah.
And I usually wear it, and because my English teacher told me about it.
Yeah.
Oh, she's about to get African guys. those African guys, man. Whoo! You gotta tip your hats off to those guys. They are the real passport bros. They are the real expats. African guys are everywhere. Every country. Getting it in. Look, he's in Spain. And he's showing. Yeah, you guys, passport bros, you don't come to Spain, but they're here too. Those guys that, man, I tip my hats off to them. Salute my African brothers, because they're not playing. Those guys are out here in the Philippines too. I see them all day, every day. I got a bunch of African guys that are in my church. Salute my African brothers. They're not playing.
And I just thought, I just thought that I would like to know about the culture there.
Mm-hmm. Do you listen to African music?
Yeah, I do.
Musician from Africa?
5.
Yep.
I just know Omale.
1.
I don't know if Burna Boy is from. I don't know.
Okay, sing one song from Omale.
Oh, why should I sing one? I don't know how to sing. Don't worry.
Okay, if you're watching this video, please write one popular song from Omale and Burna Boy. Until then, guys, I'll see you in the comment section.
I'm not trying to assume anything, but I think she had a black guy before. I think she had one of African dudes out there, but that's why I said I can tell. That's why I said those guys, they're putting in work. They're everywhere, every country, and they get girls in every country too. Don't sleep, because out in China, man, what those guys are doing in China, and they're doing it in Japan too. They learn the language. They even, some of them, not many, but come to the Philippines speaking Tagalog. I know, man, it's crazy. The African guys get it in. Salute.
Left me. I would have never been alone this long. and really got to know myself.
How old are you?
I feel that as young women, we're devoting ourselves to this programming of love. And the truth is, you gotta love everything, not the poor guy that you're
Where is your husband?
that you decided to hook up with.
Man, I don't know. It doesn't seem genuine. You know what? At the end, she's talking and she's wiping tears, and it's like, this is happening in New York City. It is. And I have to let you guys know that. I'm going to, in the city, man, they really took not just Sex in the City, but that independent womanhood. She's taking it to the grave. What's the next one?
I might as well put
Yeah,
a
you
plug
definitely
in.
Oh, here we go again.
I just self-published a book, and it's called Soho in the 70s, New York's Lost Bohemia.
Excellent.
And it's photographs that I took down here in the 70s. I still live in the same place. Yeah, so I finally digitized them when I had some time a few years ago, and then worked on a book, and I just had a book launch in a friend's little hat shop over in Soho.
She's the real deal. She's Soho.
Well, she's the real deal lawyer and career person, but she's totally cool also. So don't get the wrong idea.
Talking about their independent womanhood, their book deals. That woman's 73 and 76. The other woman was, I think, 72. This is New York. And I look in the comments. I should have showed it to you guys. I forgot. But in the comments, I want to be like this when I'm older. I'm looking at it like, woman, they're cheering this on. It's like, it's wow. Things change. And the changes actually started in New York. That was one of the first places they really had to push feminism. That's the home of it. And you clearly see it here.
He chose Cardi, a woman who came with no kids, had never been married, was killing her career. So all we know is what she was producing was not that of a divorcee, not that of a baby mama. She came in producing fruit, harvest. She chose a man who already produced baby mamas, broken families, broken homes. She chose him. That's why we can't really blame him. And then he came and gave her what she chose from the beginning of when she chose the man. A womanizer and a baby daddy. She chose that.
But men are also
Listen,
convinced. He will tell you that they're changing. Oh, I'm changing. I'm going to change for you.
Let me say this.
We all be
The
lying.
only way to find out if a man is going to change is if you do like Cardi and many other women have done.
Give
You
a chance.
choose the man to see if he's going to change. And I'm here to tell you, and I don't care what man wants to challenge me on it, baby, please challenge me, that a man is going to be the man that you chose him at the place that you chose him at.
This is why when you're young, you must choose the corny guy. Choose the guy with the future. Don't realize when you push 30, oh yeah, I'm Cardi B, I made a hit song. You know he ain't no good. You should have went for the lawyer. That worked on you can sign. No, don't do that. You shouldn't be in the music industry. But still, you guys know what I'm saying. Choose wisely. Watch this.
Period. That doesn't mean that a man don't hit 70 and then all of a sudden his penis don't work no more and he's exhausted at 70. But how many women want to be with a womanizer for 30, 40 years? So that means you're dismantled every weekend. You're dismantled 3-4 times a week. So this is what I tell my clients who come in with womanizers. I say, listen, I will never tell you to leave somebody. And I'm not judging you. You got two options. I can either help you and teach you how to love a dog. So when he's not barking, it's going to be good. But what do all dogs do? They bark at some point. So when he barks, can you love his bark? Or do you leave him and choose somebody who you know, at least from what you're seeing, the results that they have produced is not a dog? I'd rather choose a man that I say, look at Jason, when I met the man, it was an Obama type of guy. The man was squeaky clean. Now that I'm with him 20 years later, we've divorced. But at least my odds of what I'm choosing to produce, Jason, makes sense. Why would I go have a child with future and then sit on your couch in 2 years and say, you know, I thought he would. You thought what?
You thought what,
You
bitch?
took your idea, what you wanted this man to be, and you clothed that with who he really is.
But then why you attack my boy?
Ooh, that girl be speaking.
Listen.
She's 1,000,000% right with what she's saying. Right? I didn't know she was gonna go there. I never watched it before. But she's right. Don't choose future. And then after think I should have chose a guy that was better for me. But every woman's doing it. It's not gonna stop. It's too late now. Also, what happened with guys, it's too late to apologize. Let me get into this next one.
Touching me, who gonna do something about it? Who gonna step to me? Y'all doing all this yapping online. Do y'all do it offline?
So she's beefing, right? She's a baby mama. She's one of the 59%, and she's beefing at women with no kids. Yeah, it's crazy, right? She's mad at women with no kids. Listen to what she says.
I'm like this online and offline. So what's up? Some of y'all are not even qualified to be a mom. Let's be for real. Y'all not. Y'all ain't even got all y'all marbles.
Is the qualified mom in the room with us?
Is there a plan B like the one y'all be taking? Or should we abort the mission?
And you're just mad because it's way too late to abort yours.
I got 3 kids that got the same dad. Yes, I got kids without being married. That same man that you married to and you can have kids with, you can turn around and be a baby mama, a single mom. Marriage.
Imagine making the same mistake 3 times and pushing out 3 whole human beings for a man who still doesn't even think you're worth making his wife and his children legitimate. You built that man a whole legacy with 3 kids and you're still just a baby's mama. That's like an unpaid internship with no benefits, no promotions, and no job security.
And y'all know, y'all made that trend to comfort us women with kids.
The fact that you think women posting about their child-free lives is somehow an attack on you says everything. You just expose how miserable you are being a mother, because never, ever in my child-free life have I ever felt attacked by mothers on social media every day gloating about their children. And you know why I don't feel attacked? Because I never ever want that lifestyle for me, but I am genuinely happy for them. You are literally lashing out at women because you are mad that they were smart enough not to trap themselves in a life of thankless servitude like you did.
And y'all talk about, oh, I'm looking at my kids as a retirement plan. I don't know who raised y'all or what kind of parents y'all got, but ain't not one single person in my family been in a nursing home.
You used your uterus as a retirement plan, forced kids into existence without their consent, and now you think they owe you for raising them, as if you were doing them a favor by parenting them. It's literally your legal obligation and the consequences of getting laid. So that's not a debt that your kids have to repay you. Hear me out. How about you spend more time securing your own future instead of weaponizing guilt against your kids so they aren't further burdened by your poor life choices and lack of planning? How about that?
There you have it. Yeah, guys, thank you for watching the video. Be sure to subscribe. Peace out. See you next video.